Hey everybody, Blugoblin here with a another comic haul preview, and this time my stack be fat. um, yeah, I got a pile of back issues, and then I got the books that I got for this week. I'm gonna start with the back issues and then go through to this week's books for a little sneak preview here. And gimme! My girlfriend's playing around with Hershey Kisses all over here. I'm over at her place. All right, for my first back issue, I got Mongol #1. This is Green Lantern 23.2. I got this just out of sheer morbid curiosity. I got this just to see what the New 52 has done with Mongol. That's pretty much it. Who knows? This might be good. I mean, Relic really surprised me, and who knows? This could be good too. Then next up, I picked up Astonishing XMen #67. I have been loving this series. Marjorie Liu has just been killing it. I'll be sad to see this series go, like I was with X Factor. But yeah, I'm still kind of kicking myself for not getting this when I had the chance to. But you know, I knew I was going to get it eventually. Uh, I got a lot of questions as to why I didn't get this when it came out, but Reverse Flash #1, The Flash 23.2. Yeah, I decided to get something else. What was it I decided to get? Yeah, it was the Riddler. I had a choice between either this or the Riddler, and I picked up the Riddler, and I thought to myself after I read Riddler, I thought I should have got this instead. Haven't read it yet, but who knows? It might be pretty damn awesome. All right, next back issue is Mr. Freeze #1. This is Batman the Dark Knight number 23.2. I am just loving that cover. That cover is just wicked awesome. Now, a lot of you already know I don't like what they did to Mr. Freeze in the New 52, taking away the sympathetic aspect to his character. But I still do love Mr. Freeze as a character, and who knows, maybe we'll get some more explanations as to what happened with Starling. Uh, then again, we might not. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Then we got Desaad #1, Earth 2 number 15.1. I still don't know if I'm going to let my Earth 2 counterpart review this book, but this is another book I got out of just curiosity. All right, that's it for the back issues. Now, when I review those books, they'll be on this channel, Blugoblin 01. Now, these are the current week books, and these will be reviewed on my Blugoblin X channel. Starting off with Penguin #1. This is Batman number 23.3. I've always had love and respect for Oswald Cobblepot. He's always been one of my personal favorite Batman rogues. His miniseries, I believe it was called Pain and Prejudice. That was probably one of the best Penguin-related reads I've personally ever read. It was really, really well done, and I am really anxious to see what DC has done with the Penguin in this particular one-shot. Next up, I have Daredevil number 31. I also got to give big thanks to Mark Waid for making me a Daredevil fan, and thank everybody who insisted I get on board with this series. I love that cover. That cover is so weird yet sick and twisted. I love it. It's great. And then next on the list, the Superior Spider-Man number 18. Dan Slott, Ryan Stegman. Oh man, this series has been great. Even though I am still pissed that Peter Parker is null and void, I don't really know what else to say that hasn't already been said. It's a great series. Ock is a very interesting character as Spider-Man, and them bringing Miguel O'Hara, the 2099 Spider-Man, I'm really interested in where they could go with this. This has been really, really good stuff. And next up, I got Uncanny X-Men number 12. This is chapter 4 of Battle of the Atom. Battle of the Atom has been a phenomenal story. Very, very well done. Uncanny X-Men, even though Dick Summers is still technically a villain, Bendis does do a good job writing him as such. And Bendis has been doing a great job with the X-Men crap. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Then I picked up Infinity number 3. I haven't read any of the Avengers books or any of the preludes to Infinity, nor am I going to read any tie-ins to Infinity. I'm just getting just the series itself, and that's it. And from what I've read, it's been fantastic. None of the Avengers on Earth. Black Bolt is, reverting to drastic measures to see that the heroes get the victory. And they're dealing with, this is a Marvel event that is dealing with a clear-cut villain, Thanos. Like my bro Chris, Mount Vernon kid, he said, and I too getting burnt out on these good guys versus good guys events. We want good guys versus bad guys events, and this has been a good example of that. And I'm loving that Black Bolt cover. I can't wait to read this and see what's in there. And we're going back to DC for the end of the pile. We got The Rogues, number 1. This is the Flash 23.3. I've always had a big love and respect for the Rogues. They are some of my favorite DC villains. I don't mind the minor changes that the New 52 has done to them, but for what we got for the Rogues so far, it's been pretty well done, and I'm really anxious to see what they do with the Rogues in this one shot. I like to see what their perspective is on this whole crime syndicate supposedly taking over the world. I'd love to see how the Rogues are coping with this, or what they're doing about it. Are they siding with the crime syndicate, or are they still on their own agenda? I'm really interested in reading that book. Next book on my pile, Batman 66 number 3. We're only 3 issues in, and I can already say, in my honest opinion, it's one of the best Batman titles on the shelf. This has been truly incredible stuff, and yes, he's in it. Whoops, let me get it in the shot. The Joker. We're getting Cesar Romero's big comic book debut in the year 2013, folks. Yes, the Joker sees red, and then Batman scrambles Egghead. We're getting Vincent Price in a second story. Sweet. I am just loving this. I mean, if you were a fan of the original Adam West TV series, then do yourself a favor and jump on board with this series. It's not too late. There were only 3 issues in. If you missed out on the first couple of issues, try to find them in back issues. Do yourselves a favor. I mean, you will be loving this. The last book in the stack is The Scarecrow, number 1. This is Detective Comics 23.3. God, I love that cover. Yeah, it's one of them 3D covers, of course, but I've been loving what the Scarecrow, the last Scarecrow story I read was nothing short of incredible. Very creepy, very dark, and wow, just simply wow. And look, I haven't read this yet, so if it's bad, if this book was bad, please don't spoil it. But yeah, I love this cover. I think it's just great. Yeah. Well, that's all for that comic book haul, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can tell, I got a lot of books to read before I can review these. But to remind y'all, the back issues that I showed you, I will review on this channel. But for this week's books, look for them on my Blugoblin X channel, please. And while you're at it, subscribe to both of those channels, please. Thank you. Don't forget about my bro, the Mount Vernon kid. Don't forget about my friends at Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, Mark and Chloe at Fast Stack of Comics, Deadpoolzilla, Brandon Hex, all my friends on there. Much love to my family here at Arkham Comics, and especially my girlfriend. I love you, baby. All right, that's all for now. So until next time, I'll see you all later.